Hey, my name is Nick Lewis. I'm 26 years old, and I'm an ultra runner. The most memorable race I've ever run is probably the Leadville Trail 100 in 2009. It was my first 100-mile race. You know, I had a trekking pole, hydration pack, and 6-pack of beer in the back of my cruise vehicle just in case, things got ugly. I mean, it was a pretty smooth day overall. Not as many hiccups as I expected to have. The night before a race, I mean, if at all possible, usually 3 beers and a pizza. A lot of bread, easy on the stomach. My biggest running influences, there are a lot. Probably have to go back to my middle school cross country and track coach. I mean, I can't, count him out. I mean, he's the guy that's completely responsible for getting me into running. Having middle school boys run with high school girls is a great place to start. From there, I mean, my high school coaches, definite hats off to them for getting the competitive drive going. Aside from that, I mean, a lot of local guys. I mean, Billy Simpson, Les Jones, guys that have been doing ultras long before it became what it is now. Really look up to those guys. I mean, they're definitely by far the most knowledgeable folks. It's definitely hard working full-time, training for ultras and maintaining a family life. I mean, it's really new, obviously, for Meg and I. Nora just turned 1. So there's a pretty steep learning curve. It goes along to that. It's especially with both people being ultra runners, it's really complicated. I'd say Megan has probably been a lot more disciplined with getting up early and doing runs. So it's tough. I mean, we have to take turns, and it's great. I mean, we love the little one, and we hope that as she grows up, she'll grow up in an environment where with good people and folks that are really close to the earth. Folks that care a lot about nature. She's out in nature a lot. That's what we really some of our very strong values. Ouachita is a bit of a bittersweet race this year, believe it or not. Backing up to 2009, Ouachita was actually my first 50-mile race, so it has a special place in my heart, I guess, if you will. It broke me down bare bones, and I learned a lot over that 50-mile course. So then in 2010, with a lot more experience, good bit more maturity and a little more level-headedness and a little bit more training under my belt, I kind of really swung hard for it. The course was really wet, and I mean, having run 7:26 last year was phenomenal. I thought pretty spectacular. I was really happy with it. Then going into this year, it was tough. I was really ready to break 7 hours. I've actually done it by myself with the bottle dropped at the end, completely unsupported. I can back it up if anyone questions it. The full-on route, but I had a minor meltdown, and I mean, it's humbling. That's what I love about ultra running. There's never a dull moment. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's not a 5K. You can't fake it the whole time. I mean, your system starts shutting down, or you start to cramp, or an hour into the race. I mean, an hour into the race, I look down and my fingers are swollen. I mean, it's not. I run an hour all the time. It's not a problem. So when things like that happen, you start to really get nervous, and so to kind of thread that whole, that, and then You know, I took a gel at 5.5 hours and it refluxed on me. Tried to take water, couldn't keep anything down. To have those big setbacks happen and to still be able to thread it together and finish strong and, you know, inevitably end up breaking my course record by 20 minutes was definitely bittersweet, but I'm, you know, be back another year.